Hello and welcome to Table Talk. My name is Sam and these are my brothers Dave and John.
Hello and welcome to Table Talk. My name is Sam and these are my brothers David and John. Hello. On this episode of Table Talk, we are talking about life under lockdown. Oh, Josiah, not that kind of lockdown. We are talking about being stuck in the house for 2 months because of the COVID-19 pandemic. What's a pandemic, Sam? What's a COVID-19? Good question, guys. A pandemic is when a disease spreads across many regions of the world. And COVID-19 is the disease that is causing the global pandemic. And what does that have to do with being stuck in the house for 2 months? It is so that everyone keeps away from each other so that COVID-19 doesn't spread. Oh, okay, that makes sense. We would like to share with you some of the things that we did during lockdown. John, why don't you start? Okay, Sam.
I practiced role-playing during lockdown, and I'm getting really good because I practiced. And also, since I've been practicing, one day I tried to jump on rollerblades, and that was fun. I love playing games too. Grandpa brought us some during the lockdown for that trip, and we learned how to play them, and they were fun. I like playing Uno Flip and Monopoly Deal and Sets and Critter War. I really enjoyed doing puzzles, like Norman Catwell, the Shark Puzzle. And we do have some more which we haven't done, but when we start another, I do want to have fun on it because one of them are very big and Mom and Dad are doing one that has 1,500.
Now let's go to local correspondent Josiah. Can you tell us some of the things that you did in lockdown?
Thanks, John. I am in lockdown. I am practice swimming.
Cool.
I can run fast on my scooter. So I can, and I can do it with my shoes. So I can do it without shoes. I can play bean bags today with shoes. Also without shoes. And I can play with Dad, also Mom, and my boys.
Wow, Josiah, it looks like you had fun during lockdown. Let me share with you some of my experiences. My dad and I, during lockdown, made swords and shields like these. And I also learned how to use a jigsaw and a sander. Here are some photos of me hard at work using the tools. I also use the tools to build a bike track. David and I worked together to put the finishing touches on. It's really fun to ride on, and it's a bike bridge. We built it over our stones so we don't ride on the stones. We've had lots of time to cook and bake. My favorite meal is sushi. I make it with my dad, and our whole family enjoys it. But the best part of our lockdown was when Grandma and Grandpa got here when it started, so we had extra time with them and extra fun. Like we had really fun walking together, doing school, and other stuff. Thanks, Sam, for sharing all that stuff with us. Now let's hear from our foreman correspondents. What is lockdown like in your country?
David, I'm here with Maddie, and she's going to tell us a little bit of what her life was in lockdown. So, Maddie, what was your life like in lockdown?
Well, Max, so when we moved here, all of our neighbors, they all had like pets. Some of the pets they would let outside and some they would keep inside. But we made friends with the dogs and cats. Across the street, our neighbors have a cat and we're feeding them. And actually in the backyard, we will sometimes get deer. Not any right now. Sometimes we'll have deer or squirrels and birds, hummingbirds, a lot of different types of birds. And sometimes we'll have bunnies and chipmunks. Actually, like after lockdown, we've actually been able to actually make friends with all the neighbors. Like dogs and cats gone too. Now since like lockdown has kind of gone down, like we haven't had to social distance as much. I mean, people are still social distancing, but the lockdown isn't as hard anymore. Our neighbors, 2 doors down that way, they have a playground. Actually, they just got a new trampoline, so, but in lockdown, we would like go over and like talk to them, like, but we couldn't really go over there. But now we can actually go over and play with them. And we sometimes go over and jump on the trampoline. But one thing that's good about lockdown is that, well, it helped us with unpacking, because if we wouldn't have been in lockdown, we would have gone out to dinner like a lot more, and we would have probably went out to see friends more, and we would end up probably taking us like 2 or 3 times as long to unpack. So that was really helpful. And since we were in lockdown, actually we played a lot of games. There's actually some deer back there right now. We put corn out for them. But so we would have like game nights. So we would play like board games or card games. But for card games we would play like we have like spades and hearts or 313, and we'd also play board games like Monopoly, Sorry, and Dice Capades.
So, can you explain to us what 313 is?
So 313, if you know how to play Phase 10, it's where you start with 3 cards. Like Phase 10, you start with 10 cards. Except for 313, you start with 3 cards and you go and you keep adding a card to your hand every round until you're up to 13 cards. Well, so every round you have to get either 3 of a number or a run of 3 at least to make like a set. And yeah, and if you got and if whatever number you're on, that the number was wild, also with jokers. But also we have a movie room upstairs, and it's got a projector and a big movie screen, so that's fun to watch. And I guess that's all.
Thanks, Maddie. Back to you in the studio, David.
That was nice to see what lockdown was like for you, Minnie and Max. Thanks. Way back at the beginning of lockdown, we got a bonsai water slide, and it's called a slip and slide. Daddy went on it and we slid on it. We had a lot of fun. During lockdown also we learned how to make loom band bracelets. And also we learned how to make leather stamp bracelets.
At lockdown, I had lots of time to build Legos. I am building my fire station out of Legos. During lockdown, we also had lots of time to paint. We were all painting from a video called Let's Make Art. We painted dragonfly, ladybug, butterfly, watermelon, popsicles. I really enjoy it.
Wow, David, sounds like you had a wonderful time during lockdown. It's amazing how much fun you can have right in your own house. We haven't heard about Mom at all. I wonder how she's doing that in lockdown. Mom!
One thing during lockdown a whole family liked was reading. Here are some of our favorite books.
During lockdown, I enjoyed a series of books called The Ralph Mouse Collection. They're a story of a mouse, and it all starts when a boy named Keith gives Ralph a motorcycle in The Mouse and His Motorcycle. And in Runaway Ralph, he goes to summer camp. In Ralph S. Mouse, he goes to school.
The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I like this book because Daddy read it to us. It also has Bilbo leaving his comfy home and helping some dwarfs recover their land.
I really liked when Mom let us Roald Dahl's Matilda. It was so fun because she loved books and her parents did not. They only liked the telly. They did not like books. And one night, they teared up her book. Hi, the book I recommend is You're Special by Max Lucado. And the reason I recommend it is because if you understand it, you'll know that it's about us and God. Hi, the book I would recommend is Little Men by Louisa May Alcott, and the reason I recommend it is because it has a lot of good life lessons in it.
Well, that wraps up another great Table Talk.
Thanks for joining us.
See you next time from at least a 2-meter distance.